Good morning, it's Clay at claytrader.com. This will be a live trade video where I try to capture some of my trades as they play out live. I'll explain what I mean by live here in a second, but I got to get this updated here. AMD 8175 flush point here in pre-market or on the open. All right, so watching 8175 here on AMD for a short-sided trade. If you're new, short meaning I can make money when prices go down. You can make money when prices go down. So let me get that in place. All right, so back to live. Maybe you just kind of witnessed what I mean by live is that this is not something where everybody's been pre-recorded and now I'm coming back and talking about it or doing a voiceover. I'm recording myself, see the data for the first time, so you will be getting my raw thoughts, my raw emotions, my raw reactions. And as I always say, if you're looking for some nicely edited, nicely scripted video, this will not be for you. If you're looking for a nitty-gritty kind of inside look into what it's like to be a day trader, how day trading actually works, then this will be a video for you. And like I said, 8175 watching on AMD. Will it come into play? That still remains to be seen, but looking like it's got a chance here. Market opens up in about 5 minutes. So like I said, maybe, just maybe a pre-market trade here. All right, kind of getting around that area. I should probably bring over the chart, huh? So you can actually see what I'm looking at. There we go. So 81.75. I'm not going to take it on this candle here. This candle right there needs to, finish closing. But I would be interested in potentially taking it on the next one. But I will go ahead and pause, and that is the game plan right now. And if anything comes about, then I'll get the video rolling again. All right, maybe an opportunity here. If 81.85 fails, if that's where I'm going to use as my baseline point here. Again, 81.85 is the level I'm watching. Open just like that. 82 back big bidder. So I'll go ahead and pause. All right, once again, potentially in play here. Again, 81.85 is the level that I'm watching here. I'm willing to short it down to 81.75 though, so I'm allowing myself about 10 cents of slippage. Let's see what it wants to do. At this point, I may just wait for the market to open up here. We only have 3 minutes now. And this close to the market, sometimes things can get a little bit squirrely. So I'm going to go ahead and pause. All right, the markets are now open. Still hovering right around this area. But what I want to see it do is actually bounce up some and then come back down. So I want to see it get up over 82 and then fall back, just like this. Well, that may have been exactly why I wanted to wait for confirmation there. But we'll see. Yeah, right around 81.75. That's definitely the key area to watch. In at 81.75. Took some out at 81.48. Let's see if we can get some down through there. Took out another 100 at 81.25. Would like to try to see a break down below 81, but let's see if it can actually get down through 81. It can. So it took out another 50 there at 80.85. Although I think this thing's probably going to want to be bouncing here. Although I only have 50 shares left, so even if it does bounce back up quite a bit. But yeah, let's see if this thing, wow. Never thought it'd get this overextended. But let's see if it wants could I even get 80.50? That'd be kind of crazy. Well, I think if 80.80 fails, and I got a great chance at it getting down to 80.50. But that is if the price can get down through the 80.80 mark, which it's knocking on the door of. And there we go. Although that was a very kind of short-lived level. But like I said, I want to give it a chance to potentially get down to the 80.50 mark. Took out another 25 there. You know what? I'm going to call this good. So there we go. $216. It is 9.32. And there's a bounce right there. Such an overextended move, but yeah, definitely happy with that one. And you saw me alert that 81.75 to the community. That's exactly right where I got in at 81.75. So for any community members that watch these videos, congratulations. A nice opening trade, but let's see what else I can find. Have an order at 79.55 for 500 shares to go long. This is just a crazy overextended move here. Now it's just a question of can it actually get down to that level. I mean, let me bring over the 5-minute. Look at this 5-minute time frame. Look at that. That's not normal. And that's why I was more than happy to take off the profits where I did, just because usually you don't see that. Usually there's at least some sort of respectable, blip to the upside. But so yeah, for any members that are still holding this one, congratulations. You managed it much better than I did. I mean, I'm not going to complain making $215 in 2 minutes, but regardless, crazy action here. But yeah, I'm now flipping my bias around, and instead of wanting to make money when prices go down, again, for you beginners out there known as going short, now I'm looking to go long, which means making money if prices go up. But before I even buy, I want to see the price drop down here to the 79.55 mark, which, what is that? I might be wanting to get short here now. 81.25. I could see 81.25, but that's probably a little too greedy on my part. And yes, I'm talking to myself a little bit here. But you know what? The swing has been just bonkers anyway, so who knows? Maybe it could potentially get up to 81.25. So we'll see. I'll go ahead and pause. All right, I have an order at 426.50 to get short 100 shares. Well, that was the move I was looking for. It didn't quite behave how I wanted it to. So I'm going to go up to 427.50 now. So 427.50, get short 100 shares. I mean, just a crazy move here right now in Tesla. As of right now, I would have been okay. Of course, I'm totally talking in hindsight. I would have nailed the top within 4 cents. But again, that's hindsight trading. We're all awesome traders in hindsight. But I do like 427.50. So let's see if it can get up to that area. There we go. There's the break. Oh, and it stopped at 427.40. Well, that's unfortunate. Again, right there, you can see I was 10 cents near, but didn't quite get it. Well, at this point, I'm going to go up to 428.50. Except this time I'm going to do 200 shares because this thing is getting really overextended. So if it actually gets up to there, I could see, I mean, chart gravity is going to eventually catch up to this thing. It may be catching up right now, but all right, I will go ahead and pause. All right, watching Tesla here for a 428 potential short entry. Want to see what kind of candle here forms. But yeah, if this thing wants to head back down to 428, would be interested on the short side. Well, never mind now that this new candle has started. I would not short it on this candle. But maybe this thing wants to keep on moving up. All right. Well, a very, very smooth start, but that's okay. When you have such a smooth start like I had there, you can afford to be extra picky because, I mean, let's think about this. Worst case, and I want to be done by 10 a.m. So 30 minutes in is the most I'm willing to trade today. So, I mean, in my mind, worst case scenario, I'm going to be walking away with $215 in 30 minutes. I will take that, but let's see how Tesla continues to behave here. All right, this is, I think, the last trade I'll really be interested in making, as it's about 10 o'clock here in about 5 minutes. But right now, just watching SRRK, watching for a break above 23.25, and then for it to come back down, which would be signaling a fake breakout. So that's currently what I'm looking for here. And hey, maybe I might be in business. It's got to get up above 23.35 though, or 23.25, excuse me. Can it get up above 23.25? Remember, it's got to be a breakout, right, before it can become a fake breakout. And 23.25 represents that area. So there we are. Somewhat. I want to see it get up over 23.50 because it's got to make people think this is a breakout. There we go. Perfect. All right, now watching 23.25. Now, to be fair, maybe this is actually a legitimate breakout. That's always a possibility too, which is why you need confirmation. And as of right now, look at that volume. Perhaps this is a new breakout. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that original plan, not really in play anymore. It broke out, and as you saw, it kept breaking out. And hey, that happens. And that's why I like these live trade videos, because I had no idea what was going to happen. But sometimes you can have a trade plan, and it just doesn't come about the way you thought it might. And of course, I didn't know anything would happen. But that was my thought process. But got to give credit where credit's due. Looked like it was a truly strong breakout. Now, if it comes back down here on this candle, I'm no longer interested. But at this point, I mean, I might actually be interested in trying to short it if it just shorted into some strength here. But all right, I will go ahead and pause. All right, once again, watching the same exact thing here, potentially a fake breakout, but it basically got rejected right up from these highs here. But would be interested if this thing can get up over the 24.50 mark and then come back down. But again, in order to play a fake breakout, there's got to be some sort of breakout that actually happens. So again, step one, get up over 24.50, which it failed to do again. It's 10:01, so but the 30 minutes, that's not a line in the sand. I mean, if there's an opportunity, which, well, there seemed to be an opportunity, but now all of a sudden it just got rejected back down, and there it goes. So again, it just, the first one, it broke out, and it just kept breaking out, and then that one just didn't even break out. So trying, but just, well, what's going on with Pinterest here? Okay, not much going on there. All right, I'll go ahead and pause. No, I should be done, but the only trade that I will be looking to take, and I have no idea if it'll happen, but what I want to see is for this thing to once again get up here, and just same thing. I want to see if it can break above 24.50, and if it can, I think that would be a fake break, very much so, especially based on other time frames. But like I said, that implies that it would have to get up to the 24.50 mark and then break above it, which as of now, especially with the way it's tightening up in its range, don't think it's going to happen, but I'll just observe it for a little bit while longer and then see how it plays out. But that's the current game plan. Well, it teased, started to act like it wanted to go up, and then just totally rolled back over. And I'm going to give this a few more minutes just because based on the 5-minute time frame, it still might present an opportunity, but I highly doubt it. But I'll see you back in either 2 minutes to wrap up the video, or maybe to put on a new trade, but probably just going to be to wrap up the video, but we'll see. All right, I am back, and nothing happened as suspected. Well, you just can't make this stuff up. I'm not kidding you. Literally, I don't know, maybe 2 minutes after I ended the video, SRKK did exactly what I've been describing the entire video. Came up, broke out, watched for the confirmation that it was a fake break. So I did get short right here at 24.25. And then on the pullback, I got out right there. And this whole trade lasted all of, I don't know. Well, I guess I do know. It's right there in front of me. Well, let's do the math real quick. So over here, you have the time, if you're not familiar with my screen. So I got short at 10:15.23. Got out at 10:15.40. So I'm not a mathematical wizard, but I'm pretty sure that's 17 seconds. So in 17 seconds, made $137. And that I was out there at 10:15. So my total amount that I actually closed on the morning here in 45 minutes was $350. I apologize that I didn't capture the trade, but like I said, just that's how it goes sometimes. End of the video, and then kaboom, there it went. Watch for the fake break. Definitely was a fake breakout. Now, yes, in hindsight, I could have made a whole lot more. But again, as I said earlier in the video, that is good old hindsight for you. But I just wanted to bring that to your attention that, yeah, that's just sometimes how things play out. But ultimately, end of the day now, 45 minutes, $350. I'm not sure of many places in the world where you can make that sort of money. So I'm more than happy with it. And again, I apologize that I missed it, but I figured I'd at least come back and update you to see that, you know, with enough patience, it actually worked out, but just not quite relative to me being willing to record things. But it is what it is. So thanks again for hanging out. Real quick before I go though, if you are interested in getting the same exact types of alerts that you saw play out live within the video here, then you can just go to claytrader.com/team. That is where I offer my private community. And really the way to approach that, and I'll use this pricing structure, $99, not per month. I'll say that again, not per month, but for 3 months access, which breaks down to $8.25 per week. So the question really just becomes, if I invest $99, do I believe I can get at least $8.25 per week of value? And if you think you can, then I'm very confident in saying you will get a great return on your investment by doing so. So like I said, go there if you want to, you know, get my watch list, get what I'm looking at. And I mean, you saw exactly how it all played out here. Also, as far as this actual live trading video is concerned, if you enjoy these raw, uncut videos, then the quickest, most time efficient way to communicate that to me, please just hit that like button. That goes a long way. Also, questions, comments, suggestions, leave those down below. Even if it's just a, hey, Clay, thanks. Those go a long, long way, and just letting me know that, yeah, this is worth my time, because it's difficult to balance trying to trade, trying to make alerts, trying to talk to you as viewers and not sound like a total moron. But if I know it's, you know, continues to be worth my time, then I will continue to do it. So, you know, just basic comments such as thanks and, you know, just hitting that like button, go a long way. And then finally, check out the channel as a whole. Lots of good variety of videos, lots of other live trade videos. So I hope that you like what you see enough to want to hit that subscribe button, as I'd love to have you as a subscriber to the channel. But yeah, if anything, and you want to trade alongside me, other quality traders, get my watch list and alerts. And like I said, claytrader.com/team is the link that you'd want to go to. Everybody take care. First off, thanks so much for watching the entire video. Real quick, before you go, I want to invite you to a live webinar, web class, training, workshop, online event, whatever you want to call it, but it will be me live revealing to you what I've discovered that has allowed me to transform myself from being an employee to being my own boss, including how I had only one losing day out of 73 days in total. I'm going to cover 3 keys that have helped me unlock profitable consistency within the markets. The first key is super weird, but in a productive type of way. The second key is super awesome because it quite literally is wired into our DNA as humans, making it very easy to use. But in a cruel way, this becomes a pitfall for many traders. I'll explain it all though, including how to avoid the pitfall that it creates for some. And yeah, the third key, when you hear it, sounds way too good to be true, but it's not, and I'll show you how it all works. Then at the end, I open it up for a question and answer session that is, again, totally live. Even if you can't make the live session, please still sign up, as it will be recorded, and you can go back and watch the replay that I will send you. Click the image on the screen or click the link down in the description box so you can get the date and time and claim your spot, which I should note is limited due to the fact that this truly is a live event. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, I'll be seeing you soon.